Do we see? And do we hear? Oh my God. Is it working? Is it working? I would like to regale you all of the agony and anguish that was the last almost 60 minutes. Almost 60 full minutes of this. So this is the timeline. I'm going to describe it as it happens. Also, thank you so much everyone for your subs and cheers while nothing was working and I wasn't even live. I got a haircut. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be, but it's less scraggly now that my most of my layers are all one length. So give it like 6 weeks and it'll be perfect again. Thank you. It's like it's developing some kind of natural wave ? Which never used to be there, and it's really weird to see it. So we cross our fingers. Wolf 2 howls in triumph. Wolf 2 never loses. I have missed you all so much. So much. Today has been, it's nothing, everything's broken. Nothing has worked. I anticipate that I'll probably need to call stream around like 3 or 3:30, maybe. So I don't know if we'll get a lot of good gaming in today, but we're going to try. It's summer. We're going to have a lot of scheduling disruptions. I've got some family visiting from out of state this weekend, and stream schedule shouldn't be impacted by it, but we'll need to be really cognizant of our stop times. And since we had to start so much later than usual, we're off to a little bit of a tricky beginning. But this is what happened, right? I sit down to stream and I'm like, everything's working. I check it. Spotify's talking to the mixer is talking to the microphone. Everything's good. We press the go live button. No one hears the music. I'm like, that's weird because it's not muted and I can hear it. And usually when there's an audio problem, I don't hear it either. So I was like, that's weird. Okay. So I shut the stream down and I start peeking around through the mixer. And I'm at my desk for a couple of minutes. The mixer has a software update. We installed that. And I'm hearing this weird sound. It's like a clunk, but really gentle. And ordinarily you hear strange sounds in the house, and it's Mochi getting up to no good. He's mischief and shenanigans, chicanery, if you will. But I'm really familiar with all of Mochi's mischief sounds. I know them because he makes the same mischief routinely. So it's like, I know what it sounds like when he's trying to get into the cupboard above the refrigerator. I know what it sounds like when he's biting the couch. I know what it sounds like when he's trying to paw open the closet so he can go nest in the towels. I know what it sounds like when he's like barfing. I know what it sounds like when he's meowing because he's about to barf. Like, these are all recognizable cat sounds to me. This is a sound I've never heard before. I'm like, that's weird. Maybe it's outside. Maybe the neighbors are doing something. I don't know. Some kind of just like weird noise. This really gentle, sort of soft, like thunk. And I'm like, well, I've got headphones on. I need to fix this. I'm late for work, basically. So I install the mixer update and I restart the computer, and then Stream Deck has an update, so I install that. And I hear it again. And I'm like, but I hear it like twice this time. And I'm like, it's so gentle. I'm like, it's not the sound of him batting something. Is he like huffing? Is this like a weird exhalation that Mochi's? That's it. I gotta see what the cat's doing. I get up. I get up from the desk. And I walk around the corner. And Mochi is crouched on the bathroom rug with a dark shape in front of him. And I think, okay, he got sick. Yeah, he threw up. Like, big surprise. My cat with irritable bowel disease threw up. That's, that just happens sometimes. Weird that it was so silent. And then the shape moved. I live in the desert. And it is not uncommon when it gets really hot during the summer for lizards to find ways inside the garage. Mochi has access to the garage, so when he finds them, he brings them inside. Mochi found an enormous lizard. This thing was probably the length of my hand. It was huge. It was huge. I screamed. If we had been live, a moderator would have called the police. Like, if someone had heard it, they would have sent a welfare check to my house. So I have to, like, grab him. Like, no. And he's fighting me. He wants it. Like, it is so important to me that I emphasize I don't live in filth and squalor. Like, I do not share my place of residence freely with reptiles. They live also in the desert. And when it gets hot, they find ways to, like, cram their scaly bodies through little cracks and tiny openings, and they chill in the garage. Like maybe, like, 1 or 2 of them, like, the entire season, but it still happens. Cheers for Lizard Mischief. Palico finished the hunt, and I'm yelling. He's fighting me. And my cat is my lazy, stupid, pink-nosed cat is so strong when he wields all 13 pounds of his body in resistance against you. So I have to keep an eye on the lizard, because I gotta know where it goes, if it goes somewhere. And I'm, like, hauling my cat and throw my cat into my room, and I close the door, and I'm just, like, staring at this lizard. I'm like, well, now what? You're in my house. I don't want you here. What am I supposed to do with you? So I'm, like, doing this weird, like, standoff with the lizard. You've got, like, the Western music playing, like the tumbleweed, the drifting. I said tumbleweed drifting. That's fine. It's gonna be that kind of day. Across the, we've got, like, the rattlesnake stinger, and I'm just like, so I get a napkin, and I'm inspecting the lizard, and I don't see signs of injury, but it's not moving. So I'm like, okay, are you dead? Are you in shock? If I try to pick you up, are you going to bolt away from me? And is this going to is this going to become some fucking Looney Tunes adventure? Am I going to have to fucking Wile E. Coyote you into some kind of like, I don't know. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that? You know what? I can't worry about broken sound right now. Hey, Rakazia, how are you doing? Sound alert's gone. Great. Okay, well, I'll look at that in a second then. I don't know. I don't care. I actually probably think I know what the problem is, and I can't fix it while we're live, so that's fun. So I get a napkin, and I, like, gently lower it atop the lizard, which does not move. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's dead. Like, maybe Mochi shook it around a little bit, or I don't know. And I pick up the lizard. And the whole time I'm doing this, Mochi is pawing at the door like he's the fucking caretaker of the Overlook Hotel, and he's about to burst through it with an axe in his paws. Like, howling, trying to get out, scratching sounds like I live in Silent Hill. And I go out, and I go out to the front yard, and I put the lizard down in the bark, and it's not moving, and I'm like, okay, well, you're probably dead, but you can be dead outside. And then I come back, and I let the cat out, who then proceeds to bolt through the home looking for his prey that has definitely escaped. And now he's unhappy about it, so he's stanced up in the bathroom where he last saw the lizard, like he thinks if he stays there, it will magically appear again. So I come back down, I sit at my computer. We've restarted the second time because we had to install the Stream Deck update. Audio still won't work. I'm like, God damn it, what is even the fucking problem? And then someone, I think it was Amaroth, was like, is it an OBS issue? And I was like, no, it can't be, because that was encoder overload. That's related to visuals. That's GPU stuff. That's not audio. And then I think to myself, Mixer says everything's working. Mixer says nothing is muted. Mixer says everything's translating correctly. But I hear, and Stream doesn't. There's no Stream audio at all. Even if I unmute the microphone and talk, no one hears. Maybe it is an OBS issue, so I go into OBS, and sure enough, OBS has decided that the Mixer is a source that doesn't exist for it anymore. So I had to go and fix that. And I'm assuming that probably in the same area of OBS, OBS has decided that the alerts channel of the Mixer doesn't exist anymore. So we aren't going to have any audio to our alerts today whatsoever, and I don't think I can fix it while we're live. I think this has happened before, and it has to be. Well, let's get weird. I don't know. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, maybe I fixed it or maybe I made it worse. I don't know. Can you make it worse if it's already not working? So that was my morning, and now we're an hour late for stream. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I thought about taking a picture of the lizard because I thought people were going to tell me I was lying. Like, I was like, oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry I'm late to stream. The mixer crashed, and then Mochi brought a lizard into the house. I thought for sure people were going to be like, okay, whatever. But when just a regular lizard, just like the regular sort of long brown lizards, they have a little bit of blue on their backs if you look really closely, just regular lizard. But good news, while I was waiting for the restart to finish, the third time I did it, I went back outside to see if the lizard was there, and it wasn't. So the lizard was alive and was just in shock, and now he's free. He's free to do his lizard things, and hopefully he doesn't go back into the fucking garage. So, I don't know. Not a gecko, just like a regular lizard. Like, geckos are... I did not see its tummy, but it could have had a blue belly. It definitely had... If you looked really closely at its back, it was a brown lizard, but there were tiny, tiny dots of blue on its spine. But you had to look really closely for it. So the lizard sabotaged the mixer. I don't know what was going on. Today has been so cursed. So cursed. Following you since you started Monster Hunter. Now watching you play Expedition 33. Oh, I thank you. I'm so glad you've been enjoying those streams. We should be back on Expedition 33 tomorrow. Which I'm very excited about. And I tested Monster Hunter Wilds earlier this morning, and it was working. That doesn't mean it will continue to work. I know I thought I had fixed the problem earlier this week, but when I logged on to Discord to play Monster Hunter with the community, the game was not letting me participate. It was really intermittent whether or not the game would cooperate. So we have options. No regular... Wait, do you not have lizards in New England? Triangle-shaped head? I don't know. Hang on. I'll find... Regular lizard. Yeah. This lad. Exactly this lizard. Oh, I gotta... This lad. Lizard. No lizards in the UK? I'll never forget living in the UK and just watching a fox walk down the street. I was like, okay, that's new. Never seen that before. That's, yeah, just a regular lizard. They are cute. They are cute little fellas. My cat really does not like them, so I wish they would. I like reptiles. I like lizards and snakes. It's spiders that I have beef with. Yeah, it's spiders. So the lizard received a humane release back into the outdoors. But if there's ever a spider in my house, regrettably, that's an on-site shoe impact kind of thing, which I'm sad to admit. It's one of the many reasons I have never visited Australia. Yeah. People are like, oh, yeah, just like regular. It's regular behavior in Australia to have a spider the size of a dinner plate that lives in your house. And you're cool with him because he eats the spiders that are actually poisonous and small and will kill you. So you're just cool with the enormous fucking like 8-inch diameter spider that hangs out in the corner. And I'm like, nope. No, could not be me, actually. That's the spider's house now. Yeah, and I'm not. That's... Could not do. Literally, Amber, I would leave. I couldn't do it. Literally every person in Australia is stronger than I am. Your cat's playing with a moth all morning? That's cute. Mochi doesn't really react to flying insects. But if he doesn't like... He ignores them. But if he has a problem with them, what he does is instead of trying to make that his business, instead of taking any initiative, he parks his fat furry ass down and he meows directly at it at like in the meow pitch that's very clearly human, do something about this. Like in that very plaintive sort of, I don't like this, fix the problem kind of sound that cats can make. Yeah, it's really funny. So he just sits there and makes noise until I come and save him from the fly or whatever. Afraid of doves? Wait, that's so cute though. Bye, Entrots. Have a good shift in the wage cage. He is Gemini. He's a prince. He is most spoiled and beloved, and he knows it, which is what makes it like so dangerous. He is aware of how spoiled he is and what we would do for him. And frequently I fear he weaponizes that. Just stare at mice and do nothing. We've never had Mochi has never interacted with a mouse, which I think is honestly probably for the best. Because all of Mochi's favorite toys are mice, like small stuffed mice that we can throw, that he can chase. So I feel like if he ever saw the real thing, carnage would ensue, and that'd make me really sad. Hey Bear, welcome in. Cats over. He's so social and he's so smart. He is simultaneously so smart and so fucking stupid. Like, my cat understands how to work levers. He can open doors. He knows that if he uses his paw to slide the closet door open and then goes inside, we know that he's there because he's left the door ajar. So he has understood behaviorally that if he wants to go in there and be left alone, he has to open it, go inside, and then close it behind himself. Mochi can operate doors. He can open cupboards. I've seen him attempt to twist a doorknob. Like, he's got the movement, but not the lateral strength. It's crazy. I want a new badge and share my, bye, they. Have a great rest of your day. I so badly wish. Wait, did we hear that one? Wait a second. Did we hear that alert? Didn't. Okay. That might still be busted then. Let me, oh. Ooh, no. Well, actually, what if I could fix it right now? Hang on. Okay, we'll say that. And then let me look in one more spot. Actually. Sure. Where is... That's the animation. Where's the sound? That's the text. Where's the sound? Or is it all baked in? Is it not a separate sound file? I don't know. You know, I don't care. I can't look at this anymore. I'm so sorry. I've done my best. I've done my best. But here's what I'd like to do for today. I would like to see if we could do some hunting together. I've had a really stressful week. And I just want to hang out with friends and do friend stuff. I had an event planned for this weekend that was canceled a couple weeks ago because the booking system in the hotel glitched and they couldn't honor the event. And my mom's car was hit by a semi-truck yesterday. She was not inside it. And all things considered, the damage appears to be minor, considering it was a fucking semi-truck. And I found a secret other video hell prison that I hadn't completed, so I had to do that. So it's just been a hell of a week. And I just want to like chill and not have any fucking technical problems. Have I played more? No, I legitimately haven't had any opportunity to experiment more with Insect Glaive, because I think the very next week, like the game was crashing for us, so we didn't get a chance to practice at all. And I was in video hell, so I wasn't able to play offline whatsoever. Nice shirt, thank you. This is a Magnus Archive shirt. Podcast that I enjoyed, which ended a couple years ago, I think, and has since come out with a sequel question mark that I don't know anything about. But I thought the original Magnus Archives was pretty fun. So lost 2 days to strep. No, PETA, how are you feeling now? Dog has been given a flea and tick collar in her first shoot. Oh, Sigrid's a really cute name, Amaroth. I really... does the vet know how old she is? Because I thought you said, you could tell that she had a litter, but she's still pretty young, yeah? Okay, so it's the trailer that's coming out for Title Update 2 on the 26th. And you think the update will drop the same date? Then why bother releasing a trailer at all? Ooh. I totally thought that we were going to get Title Update 2 on the 26th and then a trailer much sooner. So the 26th is a week from now. That would be awesome because if it drops on the 26th, that's a Thursday. That gives you guys all a chance to play it, and then I get to play it fresh on Friday, and we can drag everybody in for community hunts. I think that'd be so fun. About 2. Adult teeth, but behaves very young and is very small. A baby. Kind of shitty, but good enough to get back to her. Well, be kind to yourself. Do not overload yourself, especially when you're sick. You still need rest to recover. I hope you feel better soon. Strep is no fucking joke. Yeah, no, absolutely. Strep is nasty. Tea is good. I haven't touched my tea at all, so we're still dosing ourselves with caffeine. What I would like to do is give you guys a poll. Because in the event that Monster Hunter Wilds doesn't work out, I want a backup in place. And I'm going to give you 3 options. But I anticipate that probably one will be more popular than the others. So, give me a second. Yeah, let's make a poll. Question will be, what game, if Crash? And this will be just kind of we get a taste for it. There's a good chance we may only be able to play this game for 90 minutes, 2 hours. So maybe we might even just say, I'll put in another option that's just call stream early. Because if we don't get any good time with the game, then I don't think it's necessarily a great introduction to it if we have a very, very limited amount of time to work with it in. But these will be our options. So if Monster Hunter Wilds crashes, we can call stream. We can tinker with Oblivion. Or, for the first time ever, we could try either Lies of P or Death Stranding. Death Stranding, I know, is getting a sequel in the next 10 days or so. And I have been told that if you want to play the sequel, you really should play the original. Lies of P just had DLC drop for it. I don't know. So those will be our options. And I'll give you guys a minute to sort your thoughts. And we'll see what happens. So this will be if Wilds crashes. Otherwise, I think what probably my plan for Wilds will be, someone told me there was a new event. So I'd love to do that, especially if there's a cosmetic reward. And then maybe we do some insect glaive practice, or maybe potentially I even try bow. Because I know that with the perfect dodges, bow could synergize well with my affinity for dual blades, even though ammo management would be something new to learn. And maybe we just, I'm always going to need Hunter Symbol 3s. If anybody has crowns we could do, I'm happy for that. I kind of just want to hang out. I kind of just want to chill and be silly. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Lies of P is so good, but if you want to relax, it's not the right game. Death Stranding in 90 minutes. It's like, there's an opening movie? What do you mean? Death Stranding is incredible. Next Thursday, they're revealing title update 2. There's no, isn't there? I thought bow, heavy bow gun, and light bow gun all required like ammo management. Maybe I just know very little about these weapons, so it could be fun to experiment with them. Wow, big win from Lies of P. Okay. Wow, by a lot, actually. Okay. Bow is the exception. Okay, so is it just... It's heavy bowgun and light bowgun that's ammo. It's just those two weapons, but bow itself is a gauge you have to track. Interesting. Do we have any bow players in chat? Because it could be fun if we were to try it. If we, Emerald! It could be fun. I always like getting guidance from weapon class veterans that can show me the ropes a little bit. I definitely could have benefited from some more some more structured guidance on Insect Glaive, I think. But it's also the type of thing where, yeah, you just kind of have to literally jump around until you figure it out. You fall into a routine, you fall into a rhythm. It's all gonna, the more complicated weapons are gonna feel all very overwhelming at first, even if they aren't actually overwhelming in practice. But used to have coatings that were like ammo, but they reworked it for wilds. Interesting. You always get ammo, but you need to equip every 10 shots. Bow and wilds is actually like hunting with a bow. But Insect Glaive is kind of tough in wilds. Did someone say that they had made like changes to Insect Glaive for wilds? Because Insect Glaive, that's the newest weapon that they introduced in the Monster Hunter series, right? Didn't that come out for Worlds? One World? No. They changed the way extracts worked. For you. Okay, my brain, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's For You. And I pay attention to For You because people have told me that's the game that introduced Little Miss Forge and Fabius. And now I'm not normal about my Ace Lancer. So I remember that. That was pertinent information to me that I tucked away into the recesses of my perverted brain. So I was like, I think it's For You. And then I was like, no, there's no way. And it probably came later. I don't think it's been around that long. I psyched myself out. I should have trusted my lust for Fabius. It has never led me astray. I will never go wrong if I just trust. Shameful display. I knew when it's over a decade ago. I don't know. Oh, Boyaki, that's actually an interesting observation to make. To me, Akuma's fists, while they are weapons, they're like distinct. Like they stand apart because they aren't included as a base class and they're only available with like a special skin. So it's like, you are right. They are a weapon class, but to my brain, they exist outside of that a little bit. Capcom loves to change stuff about it. It also massively changed from GU to World. How? Oh, wow. And Charge Blade. I didn't realize Insect Glaive and Charge Blade were introduced in the same generation. That's actually really sick. Wow. Monster Hunter players must have had a great time in For You. That actually feels like it would have been super, super fun to play. Those used to have limited coatings, but now you just have to refresh them. It's Kinsect aiming. Interesting. I spend most of my time in focus mode, so I haven't felt like I've needed to manually aim the Kinsects too much, but Rise Sunbreak is peak Insect Glaive. In how? Like, what about the handling of it? I feel like for all of the titles I hear people talk about for Monster Hunter, I don't hear a lot about Sunbreak. So I'm curious to know what you think it did very well. Insect 884 was terrible. For You also added mounting and more wait, For You sounds so... The Monster Hunter games that I know I'm interested in playing, like the earlier titles that I know I'm tempted by, are For You and World. And the more I hear about For You, the more I just sit here and like Ooh, like I want it. Me wants it. It sounds like it could just be so fun. Also, hey Corey, what's going on? When I think Rise Sunbreak, what I love the most is the monster introductions. How were they introduced? There's a Reason For You is a lot of people's favorite. I didn't know. I legitimately had no idea that the older Monster Hunter titles, at least in the West, right, were like received so fondly, because the bulk of what I observe people talking about online when it comes to Monster, it's Iceborne. It's like basically all Iceborne with like a smattering of For You thrown in. I don't really see anything about the original title. I don't see anything about Dose or Try, which I still think is really funny that they did it like that. I don't think I've heard Sunbreak until straight up today when chat has started talking about it. But I know it's because they have like two sort of different development tracks running in parallel with like console games and then the handheld titles. It introduced a lot of people to Monster. Exactly. Being on PS4 and PC really pushed it. So, but yeah, Grimlock, that's how I feel. I feel like it must have. Also, hi, welcome in. We're talking about Monster Hunter. Just hanging out. Sunbreak it's the master expansion for Rise. Okay. That's also something that I'm going to need to probably become more familiar with. The fact that every like major expansion that gets dropped like a year or so after base game has its own name. Because I keep seeing these and I keep thinking they're totally different games. But it's just the expansion, which I suppose effectively, content-wise, is a brand new game. But it wasn't... There's a difference, you know what I mean? It's Rise and Sunbreak, World and Iceborne. Okay. Okay. Hey, Cal, welcome in. How are ya? Didn't really get mainstream until World. Wow. I wonder why. I wonder if it was just like platform availability. It's because it's always interesting to me to see in franchises, like there's usually a title that just hits and just draws in so many new players, so much attention, so much acclaim. Like for Fire Emblem, there's a couple, but if to me, Awakening always stands out, which is a great game that I should replay. Matt Mercer as Crom could fix me. I need him. It's fine. 3U and 4U were on mobile consoles, primarily the Wii U and the 3DS. Hilarious, because now when you say I'm playing, it's Wilds. I've mostly seen people just say Wilds instead of trying to abbreviate it. Because if you do MHW, then it's like definitely World. But WI, yeah, I've just seen people say Wilds most of the time, or like MH Wilds if they want to type it out. I didn't play Fates, and I actually didn't play Three Houses either. Although I was predictably feral about Dimitri. There were some narrative decisions that Three Houses hinged on that I didn't particularly care for. So I didn't pick up that game. Although I, again, heard it was great. And the music, I've heard the music for Three Houses, and it's phenomenal. Watch them name the Wild Seals. I'd like to believe they're a little bit more self-aware than that, but... The release delay hurt Rise more than being Switch-based. There were some constraints in graphics and performance, but peak in terms of gameplay. Interesting. Fans had time to fan translate 2G entirely before it was released in this. Wow. Party wanted to play. Yeah, so Kohaku. Every now I like women, right? Like we all, this is not a secret. Women, they make me a certain kind of way. Where I feel things for women. And every sapphic I know is obsessed with two fictional characters. One of them is Minthara, Baldur's Gate 3, and the other one is Edelgard, Three Houses. And I do not feel any particular affinity for either of those characters, so I'm just like scratching my head. I'm like, I feel like David Attenborough Like, I feel like I'm being observed. Like, and here we see an aberrant of the species. Doesn't find Edelgard or Minthara to be really that compelling at all, actually. Fascinating. See how it wanders through the... How will it find a mate? Like, I feel like I'm under scrutiny. Like, I belong in a zoo. It's tough. They just don't do it for me. Dimitri did it for me. Mm-hmm. Claude did it for me. Edelgard, not so much. Not so much. But I feel like there could be some characterization similarities, if not in disposition, perhaps in role within the story or overarching goals that maybe Minthara and Edelgard share that I just don't like gravitate towards in fiction. How do I feel about Shamir and Catherine? Shamir's sexy. Catherine. It's embarrassing. I don't remember. Whoa! Live Catherine reaction. Butch in plate mail? Yes. Yes, please, actually. I need that clipped. I need that. Woo! Sometimes we see things we like. What else am I supposed to do about it? One day they'll find out about the twins. Which twins? Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. Our audio alerts are broken, so I'll give you a custom one. I won! There you go. That's for you. Caught you on Twitch. I had the time of my life watching you play Monster Hunter, and I saw you looking at all my hands up. Yeah, fisticuffs. We'll fight you. I'll fight you for her. Although I guess I'm monopolizing the cast a little bit because tucked away in my tent, I think you'll find Alma and Gemma and Eric and Fabius and Olivia and maybe the All Harkin. There's just if they didn't want me to thirst after the characters, they shouldn't have made them so thirstable. I won't apologize. Nor do I think I'm expected to. The biblical greed. Biblical greed. Yeah. So it's so fun. Who's better? Gemma or Alma? Dead topic. Eric is here. Also, I shouldn't have to choose. I'll take all 5 of them, please. Thanks. You can stamp my loyalty card on the way out. Oh, Dorothy is adorable. She's super, super cute. And, oh, who was it? Predictably, I was really into Eurytzia. Yeah, Eurytzia! I like bad bitches with long hair. It's not my fault. It's like, it's not my fault. Olivia can do, she can do whatever she wants, especially to me. Especially to me. Speaking of Alma and Gemma and then the Monster Hunter crew, actually, I'm gonna try to launch Wilds, and we're gonna hope that this works. If it doesn't work, we'll pivot, right? And we'll invoke the right of fuck around Fridays, and we'll pivot to a different game just for today, because I would rather be able to play something than have to cancel stream entirely. So if we don't get cooperation from Wilds, we'll pivot to Lies of P, which I've never played before, and maybe tinker with that for like 2 hours or so. Yatsuyu! I'm also what I just don't like mean lesbians, man. She's also up there. She's up there with the trio of Edelgard and Minthara, and they're all like talking about me behind my back and saying rude stuff. I don't feel anything for her. Aside from like pity and empathy, because I feel like she's had a real tough time. Oh, Corey, thank you so much for the super chat. Mochi's doing really well. Mochi is arguably doing too well, because part of the reason stream is an hour late, it's not just because the mixer crashed and I had to spend like 45 minutes trying to troubleshoot that connection. While I'm troubleshooting the mixer, I'm hearing these weird sounds. So I get up from my desk to check it out. And Mochi has dragged an enormous lizard inside the house. He's keeping it prisoner in my bathroom. And I had to take care of that. That was a whole fucking thing. It's fine. It's fine. I love him. He's wretched and awful, and he's just my favorite. It was a northwestern fence lizard. Yeah, so good news. This is not a snuff story. The lizard was completely unharmed, but definitely in shock. So wasn't moving. I put it outside. It still wasn't moving. But when I checked on, like when my computer was restarting and I went back outside to look like a couple minutes later, lizard was gone. So lizard is intact and healthy and escaped from the jaws of my intrepid feline, which is great because that's like the absolute last thing I wanted to do today. Clean lizard off Mochi. I would have taken him out. I would have sprayed him with a hose. Like I would not. Would have been terrible. Would have been. Yeah, lizard needed a minute. Lizard was seeing its lives flash before its. Lizard was inside my cat's mouth. Like lizard was at the end of its days, and has now since faced a miraculous recovery. I'm launching the game. Yeah, it's just the spritzing doesn't work. That's the thing. It's not that Mochi likes the water, but the water makes him mad. So instead of feeling deterred, he gets worse. He's like, oh, I'm doing this thing. And now there's water involved. I'm going to do that thing more violently. What the fuck? Like, he takes it personally. It's not a deterrent. It's merely an escalator. Like, it only makes things worse. He's so... I don't know why he's like this. More power to him, I guess. I wish I would love to have some of Mochi's spunk. An indomitable spirit, right? Absolutely nothing gets him down. Can't be stopped. All right. Hi, Ilias. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try. We're going to try to launch Wilds. We're going to hope for the best. And then you guys will have to show me what the new event quest is. Because I have been so busy with work and just like unforeseen emergencies this week. This week and then video hell for the last like 3 weeks. I feel like I haven't been able to pay any attention to any of the new things they've added, any roadmaps they've disclosed. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what I've missed. I don't know what's out right now. If the game needs to compile the shaders again, it's probably gonna crash. But hopefully that was like a one-time thing. I want to say I'm somewhere around like 180 HR wise, but for the last like month, I straight up haven't been able to play Monster Hunter off stream at all, which has been really sad. And I need to be better about that. I'm the type of person who, when I'm really stressed out with a project, or if there's something weighing on me that I know I'll feel better about when it's done, I ignore my friends. I don't take breaks. I stop talking to people. I don't watch any shows. I don't read anything. I don't listen to music. It's just me in a prison of my own creation working on this thing until it's done. And that's really not healthy. And that leads to some really, really dangerous levels of burnout. And I think I hit that this week, which is probably part of the reason I'm just like so spacey, and maybe a little bit lower energy than usual. So I need to be more cognizant of healthy pacing. I need to be more aware of my own limitations and boundaries of as far as energy goes. Because it just sucks. And then like the thing is done, but the stress doesn't go away. Like it's finished. Oh no, game, no. Okay, game was a slideshow, but game is still running. So I need to be better about it. And if you are also that way, we need to be better about it together. Also, before we get into the game, the next settlement is the end of this month. I knew it's the 26th, right, Corey? I wasn't sure if there were like smaller events for other cosmetics that they released to like tide us over. But hang on, really quickly. I would just like to remind folks of some of the rules of the channel. If I could put on my moderator and broadcaster hat for a second. Please do not make romantic or sexual overtures toward me. I am not going to date you. I am not going to fuck you. I don't know who you are. The extent of our relationship is going to be me doing silly things in video games and you hopefully laughing about it. That's it. That is as close as it's ever going to be. Please do not send me weird messages hoping for otherwise, because it's not going to happen. And you shouldn't think that it will, because that's harmful to you. And that's also a weird thing to hope for a stranger that you've seen on the internet and don't actually know. So please be better in that way. Like, be more realistic in your expectations, please. I think Walter... That's still like one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. Say my name. Will you please say my name? I need you to say my name. Will you please say? No, your penis is in your hand. It cannot be more obvious that you are holding your dick right now. There is no world where I put fuel on that fire. It's not happening. So yeah, it's like, it's tough. I get it. Dating is hard. I don't have any advice for you on that front. It's hard for me too. It's never going to happen between us. So please don't concoct this fantasy where you live in a delusion where it will, because that's not a normal thought to have about someone you don't actually know. Like, I don't know. I might have been able to word this with a little bit more compassion, but I'm tired today. And it's been a weird week. And maybe when things are delivered softly, they don't hit as effectively. So I'm just going to be very, very transparent about it. Don't be weird. It's so easy not to be weird. Please don't be weird. All right, Monster Hunter Wilds, let's go. All right. Hopefully... Oh, I'll probably need to make some game adjustments. Hang on. You may hear the game, but you almost certainly don't see it. I know what the issue is, and I'll fix that presently. Yes! Okay. Okay. The game is up. This is great, and it didn't have to recompile shaders, and I updated my drivers again. So I'm hoping that maybe whatever patch they pushed out might have resolved some of the problems we could be experiencing. Maybe success. I love the theme. I think that the music in Wilds was a really unexpected triumph for me. Because obviously, like, the game is visually beautiful. It's beautiful. And the monster designs all feel so unique in their behaviors and biologies, even amongst monsters that could be related or of like similar classifications and species, right? Like Rathalos and Rathian. They visually like some similarities, but also distinct, and they handle very differently in combat. They behave in separate ways, and I think that's really cool. But I'm kind of new to Capcom as a franchise, as a developer, I guess. The only other Capcom game I've ever played was Resident Evil 4 Remake. I was really taken aback by how exceptional the soundtrack was. And I feel like maybe I took it for granted a little bit when we first started playing. But some of the special themes that the monsters get, and of every diva performance, I cannot wait to see what her summer solo is. Like, really surprised me. The sound design in the game is exquisite, and I was really pleased to see that, because obviously it's like, I always assume that sound in a game is gonna be good, right? Like Resident Evil, it was fine. The music was fine. It was fine. But Monster Hunter is exceptional, and I think that's something they did really well. So hang on. Oh my god, we're actually gonna be able to start? Let's go! Yes! HR 183, so almost to 200. And plenty more weapons still to craft. And still to learn, also, so... You know what? I'm gonna get us a lobby straight away. But I'll do that on break. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, because we'll take our first break in a couple of minutes. So I'll just get subs set up in a lobby. Because if we're gonna be doing anything, we're gonna be doing it together. So I know! I can't wait to see what other monsters they still release for Wilds. Because if they maintain the trajectory that Master Rank drops roughly a year after base game, but base game itself is supported for quite a while, like relatively regularly with new events and new monsters, like, and then Master Rank will include a whole bunch of monsters that we haven't seen before, or that I haven't seen before, rather. I'm really curious to see how much more we actually get, because I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit. Okay, well, we're running around, and things aren't crashing, which is pretty great. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I won! Sorry, my audio alerts are totally fucked today. Mixer had a problem, and we fixed it most of the way, but not all the way, regrettably. So, good to see you got things running. Was sad to see last stream was... So, it's frustrating from the perspective that it's always really difficult to troubleshoot something while live, especially when you feel like, as a content creator, it's your responsibility to be creating entertainment. I said entertainment when I was going to say entertaining content, but I guess it's the same thing. And it's like, you know what's not entertaining? You know what's not fun to watch? Tech problems, streamer failing. Like, that's always really stressful from, like, a psychological standpoint for me. But the actual issues themselves I thought were really funny. Like, Oblivion could not have been funnier if it fucking tried. Just constant crashing, showing me the ugliest characters I've ever laid eyes on, and then just like closing the game. Like, the jokes were writing themselves. I still miss that little friar guy that the game generated for me. Yeah, that like monk haircut, bald on top, ponytail in the back, hot pink eyeshadow. I miss him. I still think about him. If we play Oblivion again, I want him back. I might go out of my way to try and make him. I miss that guy. All right. I
heard from the others.
Oh, did you? I guess it's been a while. You probably have a lot of stuff for me.
Would you like to trade something?
I actually don't need... Wow.
Everyone in the village said they can help too.
You have much less for me than I expect. I guess I haven't. I guess it's less that I haven't talked to him recently, and more that I just haven't been able to play the game. All right.
Okay.
So,
bye.
What are the new events that we've got going on right now? Do we have any new cosmetic stuff? Baklava, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking it's just gonna be a group hunt chill day. If anyone has crowns saved, we should do crowns. If anyone needs hunter 3s, we should do hunter 3s. Like, strong hope and some evidence they may drop 2 new monsters in an update, but we'll see next Friday. And I think you'll love this event reward. Corey, I hope so. Thank you so much for the cheer, by the way. Okay, so I have tickets from the last event, and the Cut Cake quest has cosmetics. And 2 other events for food ingredients. Right. Okay, well... That must be... Is it this one? So Stocking Supper and Least Expect are going to be food. But Kutku is event. Okay, then here's what we're going to do. I watched your Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. Your absolute disdain for Radon being reduced made me laugh. Lazarus, I have never felt so disappointed by a game. Straight up, I don't know if I'll really ever play a FromSoft game again. That's how disappointing Shadow of the Erdtree was for me. And I'll make this really quick because we're coming up on a break anyway. What killed me the most about Shadow of the Erdtree was that they had released this premise that was finally going to subvert their formula. Like all their games really are is, hey, that dude you thought was good, he's bad actually. Like, so all of the marketing, all of the premise, it seemed so different. It seemed so unique. And then surprise! That guy you thought was good, he's bad actually. Oh my God. In general, I think it's not particularly constructive or polite to talk about things that you didn't enjoy, because you could spend that energy talking about things you did, and that's like a much better use of your time. But I just don't. I have very little positive things to say about Shadow of the Erdtree, and that breaks my heart because I wanted to. I wanted to love it. Elden Ring changed my life. I wouldn't have played the other games in FromSoft catalog without it. And then the DLC just... I was Charlie Brown with the football. They were just yanking it away from me at every time. Every opportunity. It sucked. It sucked. Anyway, this is where we will take our break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Subs, I will post the lobby code on Discord. Get in here. Let's do crown stuff. Let's do event stuff. Let's fuck around. Let's just have some fun today. I want to have some fun today. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Do you remember just before we took our break and I was like, I don't think it's really constructive to talk about things that you don't like when you could talk about things that you do like. I feel like that's healthier and a better use of your time. Yeah, I gotta talk about something I don't like. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Swanky, listen to me. So, as we were playing the Elden Ring DLC, and I'm gonna try not to yuck anyone's yum, right? Because media is a very personal experience. And what aligns with the tastes of one person won't with somebody else. And that doesn't really need to be moralized. Like, not everything is like, this thing sucks, and if you like it, you're stupid and bad. Like, none of it is actually really that big of a deal. So I'm not passing judgment on anyone who did have a good time. I know a lot of people who did, and I wish that could have been me. as we were playing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, you know, we get into, I don't even remember the zones, man. That's how little of the game I actually like internalized, despite all of the time we spent playing it. When you are talking to Ansbach, and it becomes clear what the plan is, right? Like what Mikola is doing. My prediction for the game was, oh God. Because in base game, we see so many different items. There's a sword that talks about this. Everything going on in Castle Sol and the Eclipse talks about this. Giving Godwyn a true death, putting Godwyn to rest, removing the cancer that is Godwyn's, like living undead body from the roots of the Erdtree, spreading that corruption throughout the lands between. I was on cloud nine. I was like, oh my God, this is what's going to happen. Mikola is trying to resurrect Godwyn. And my prediction was that Mikola would succeed and Godwyn would come back wrong as this completely twisted, malformed, because his soul was thrown in the trash can. So whatever life returns to him is such an aberration, such an affront to life itself. I was like, Mikola's going to try to resurrect Godwyn. He's gonna do it. It's gonna fail spectacularly. Godwyn is going to come back wrong, kill Mikola in front of us, and that's the start of the final boss sequence. That's what I was predicting would happen. Based on all of the lore that we'd synthesized through base game, all of the hints that we were kind of like trying to tie together, all of the strings that we were trying to... And then we get there. And it's weird. It's not that, and that's fine. We don't always get what we want. But what we got was weird. And I didn't like it. And it didn't make sense. Whatever. I'm fine. I'm not normal. I've never been so disappointed by a game. A game that I wanted to love with all my heart, with everything in me. I would have given it everything I had. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I was heartbroken. I was devastated. It was just, the whole thing was just weird, Baklava. It was all weird. Just weird. Weird stuff. And it's so funny. Because the entire time we're playing base game, I'm like, where's George in this? Where's George? George, hello. And then you fight Moog and you go, oh, George, there you are. You can't write anything that doesn't have weird incest vibes. Gotcha. Hey, George, good to see you. And then you play all the way through Shadow of the Erdtree. And who is there to greet you at the gate of Enir Elim but George himself? There he is. He's back. He's saying hi. He said, did you forget about me? I'm writing this. Here's how you can tell. I'll make it weird. It's like, cool, thanks, George. Thanks, George. Anyway. George, in my heart, George is the final boss. I think for many people, in some form or another, doesn't that throw a dart at the board, and we've all got beef with George in some way. But yeah, Dan, it was weird. It was weird. Anyway, oh my God, look at everyone in Monster Hunter! Sorry for, and again, it's like, if you liked the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, God, I wish I were you. I'm not passing judgment on you for liking it. You're not a bad person for I'm not better than you because I didn't like it. It's just personal taste. So I always feel like I need to issue that clarification because so frequently there can be a real moralization to not liking media. And it's not that deep in this particular instance. So hi, everyone. my god, I've missed you so much! I've missed everyone so much! Oh, there's a guy in the sky! Oh, Kiwi! Oh, look at... Nuggets on a frog? How did you give Nugget a frog? How did you give Nugget a frog? Everyone looks so good! Look at his scrunkly little face. He's so scrunkly. This is Sky's cat Nugget, and I feel like this is exactly what Nugget looks like in real life. Nugget is a harbinger of destruction and mayhem. He caused problem. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. I love this. I love this game. I love this community. What should we do today? Are you guys okay if I practice Insect Glaive and I'm totally useless in hunts? Will you put me in your backpack while I learn controls again?
Yes.
Bro did a summoning technique. He's channeling his inner Naruto. Fucking, that cat loves Jiraiya. Go for it. I also need to remember how to play. Ooh, good looking scarf. Gemini, is that you? Oh yeah. Yeah, I love this hair. I need to recustomize my lad to infuse a little bit more of me into him. Yeah, let's do the Kutku quest. I imagine we'll need to run this like 2 or 3 times in order to get whatever we get from it. So let's find out. Let's just hang out. I missed you guys so much. So, baklava. For new subs or for people who have been away for a little while, what we do is hunts are sub-limited just because it makes it easier for moderation purposes when you have an audience of this size. I post the code for the lobby in the Monster Hunter Wilds thread on Discord in the sub-only area. And if you are subscribed, your role should sync automatically and you should see that. If you don't, let me know and I'll try to force a manual sync right now. Yeah, just to make sure that anyone who might have subbed recently can get in. Ooh, a lucky voucher. That's a good idea, actually. I should do that. And then we'll accept and prep. And then otherwise, it's just kind of like you guys can Hunger Games it out. Whoever is fast enough can get into the hunt. But for etiquette purposes, I do request that if you make it into one hunt, you sit out the next couple to give people a chance to cycle in and out. Bonk. Okay. We prepping. Let me make sure I've got my Insect Glaive stuff on.
Not forgetting anything?
That is a dual blade. Yeah, let me do Insect Glaive. And then what we'll do is... I mean, it may not be a good matchup, but that's okay. Like, any practice is good practice. I would argue that practice against something that is more difficult might result in a better learning experience. I have forgotten just a little bit of how to play this game. Oh no. Oh no! I don't think I saved my Insect Glaive loadout! Oh no. Well, you know what? I ain't redoing it. So we're just gonna go in with potentially subpar decos, and that's fine. We're gonna learn and fuck around, and that's gonna be okay. Yeah. What do I want? We'll use this one. And the pretty moth. Yeah. And I think I might need to craft a couple new insect glaives. Because maybe the prettier they are, the more incentivized I'll be to use them. I love my beautiful moth. She's everything. She's so cunty. Look at her. She's gorgeous. I wanna pet her furry little moth body. I love it. Okay. Yeah, that's and she hangs out back there. She's in my tent. I love her. I love her. I love her. All right. I don't think I know how to play this game anymore, everybody. But that's okay. We'll learn. Moth is friend. Moth is friend. We love the moth. I love moths. I think they're so pretty. It always makes me sad when a moth gets into the house because it's like, I want to get you back outside, but you are so small and your body is so delicate. How do I do this without hurting you? If you stay here, you will die. Like, Mochi will get you. You will be pounced on at some point. How do I get you back outside where you belong without hurting you? You're so small.
Good to have you.
Yep, Kohaku, I definitely, and it's tough too when you're balancing controls for several different games. Because you end up,
Received supply items.
you end up mixing them up. I do that really frequently with Final Fantasy 14. I'll tap in like the auto movement button in a game that doesn't actually have one, and then I just sit around looking silly. Animus, I hope the low frame rate is just you. I don't have any dropped frame alerts in OBS. You might need to refresh your tab, see if that fixes the problem. Oh my god, Game Ring, I was so sad. How do I do? Monte, I'm on it! I'm on it already! Yeah, I don't think I remember how to use this weapon. That's okay. That's okay. We move. Give me your head. Okay, well, I didn't pop anything. But we've got plenty that are up. And then my... Okay, so... Now I can do the tornado if I want. And if I remember correctly, that is, if I'm in focus mode, that's gonna be B again. I might need to double check some of these things. And then how do I go into the air? Yeah, I'm gonna need to remember my combos. I am so sorry, everyone, but thanks for your patience. I'm very much so looking forward to having more regularly available gaming times now that the emergencies are over and video hell's actually finished. So let me just, I'll check this when the event is, or when the quest is over. Yeah, I don't want to hold anybody up. Watching Sky just fly around style on me. Hey, okay, so speaking of styling on people, has anyone heard of a game called Rematch? Because I think that came out a couple days ago after a really, really promising beta period. And I played a little bit of it, and I thought it was really fun. Has anyone else looked at that game at all? Rematch fucks so hard. Maggie, are you playing it right now? That's so fun! It's addicting. I'm really bad at it, and that makes Wolf 2 so angry. I've never been particularly skilled at sports, so getting styled on in a sport video game when I'm usually pretty good at video game, makes Wolf 2 howl with rage. So angry. Lucas played it with friends a lot during the beta. The team behind this game did some great underrated. Really? What else did they make? Oh shit, do I have to carve? Maybe. And then, yeah, I think I need to recheck my controls since I couldn't even figure out how to fucking jump. Give me a second. They made Absolver. I haven't heard of this one before. What is Absolver about? Never liked football. It's really fun. There's a surprisingly robust amount of customization too, which I wouldn't have expected. Although, I am disappointed by the number of barefoot players that I see on the field. It's like, I know what you are. Put some shoes on. What's that one meme? That like ancient Overwatch thread where it's like, hey guys, don't you think it would be cool if Blizzard like made some sleepover skins and like all the guys were wearing socks, but all the girls were just like, you know, they're just like barefoot because it's comfortable. It's so comfortable. Don't you think that'd be good? It's like, dog. Bye, Dorcas. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, I was positively useless, absolutely wretched and dreadful during that hunt, but oh, login bonus. Gimme. Gimme. Plenty of lucky vouchers. Let's go.
Leah.
literally, Gemini, literally. Okay, so give me just a second before I queue up for our next one. I need to look at the play guide. Shavar! Halo! I love the way that they talk. I swear, we were streaming like last weekend or maybe the weekend before, and I came back from a break and I said Halo. Like, not purposefully, it just came out. Okay. So, Rising Flash and Wide Sweep. Sure. Pinsect is doing its own thing because I'm in focus mode most of the time. I'm probably not going to worry about charging Kinsect stuff until I can get the basic combos down. Ah, it's because I wasn't hitting RT. So it's RT and A, and then I can slash evade. And then this is my tornado. Hold, let go, and then be in focus mode. Okay. Okay, so hold, charge. And I think we need to like charge it for a little bit longer than we expected, because I think that was what was tripping us up the last time we tried. We were like, we were holding it down, but not long enough. So I think we kind of just need to like let that attack breathe out, then let it go and be again. Okay, and that'll be the tornado. Perfect. Okay, let's run another Kutku. I imagine we're gonna need like 3 hunts to get enough stuff for the cosmetic anyway, so I don't even feel like I need to look until we get a couple more kills under our belt. And then, if anyone has any crowns, let me know, because I need quite a few. I might have a silver gore. A mini one. I should look. So if I have that, I'll put that up when we're done with this. And then if you need a tiny gore, a baby gore, you can come get that. Yeah! I need the stuff! I want all the stuff.
Shall we get started?
8-star gore. Do we... I don't think I could do 8-star gore on Insect Glaive. I think an 8-star hunt would require me to contribute, and I don't know if I'd be able to do that on this weapon as I learn it. But if people wanted 8-star gore, I would do it on dual blades. I would do it. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no demi-elder. 8-star gore is a menace. I still am kind of struggling to differentiate between the stars and tempered, because I hear people talk about 8-star gore, and obviously tempered gore exists, but then there's like 2 different star ratings. There's like the star for the monster's difficulty and then the star for the quest difficulty or something. Does anyone have any insight to shed on that front? And bringing a bow, because that thing scares me. Like a Team Fortress 2 moment. So what do the stars actually indicate? Is it more health? Is it more damage? Like cause I'm curious what the scaling differential really is between 8-star and like tempered or arch tempered. Because they can't be similar, so I'd love to know like what the scaling is. Base stars are just general difficulty. 8-star is quest level. Pink stars are aggression meter. Okay. 5-star monsters are okay. And by aggressive, I'm assuming that's just like the ferocity of their attacks and the relentlessness of their combos and stuff like that. Then the diamonds are health, damage, and aggro. When we're done with this hunt, I'm gonna look at a random monster on the map so I can put visuals to the diamond colors that we're talking about. Stars is damage and HP percent. Pink stars are aggression. 8-star gore with 5-star aggression just does not stop. Oh, that sounds like hell. I need it. Oh, that sounds awesome. Okay, all right, Cutcoo. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking about gore. That's on me. Ha-ha! Okay, so we're back in the air. I'm cold. These are not what I should be. Now we're bopping. Oh, meal buff. I'll grab one the next time I'm in the hub. Give me my pole dance. Woohoo! Okay. I can just beat now. I don't think I'm particularly helpful bouncing around through the sky as I am, but it's so fun. Hey, Asdevil, what's going on? Less of a liability against gore. I don't know if I've fought regular tempered gore, to be honest. So I feel like 8-star would absolutely decimate, but like, I like to get my ass blasted. I like when combat is hard. There's a reason we didn't upgrade beyond fucking rarity level 6 for Zoshia. I like when it's punishing. Okay, let me see if I can do my tornado. So that's gonna be... in focus mode, so... Oh! He's leaving.
Thanks, that helped.
Game just lagged and I thought it was gonna crash. Hey Al, what's going on? Too many Souls games. I like them. I think the only Souls game I've not played is Demon Souls, which I would love to get someday. But I was really interested in the remaster, I think, and I'm pretty sure that's a PS5 exclusive. So I don't want to buy a console just for one game. That's also going to be my issue with the Switch too. Curious as I am about Duskbloods. Well, that Silk Song will be on PC. I don't know if I want to buy it just for one game. That's expensive. Eat some steak. The Cuckoo's not worth steak. Nah. Nah. We'll be fine. This feels like famous last words, but... Wait, where is it? Does any... What? Oh, it's flying! Took his sweet time, this one did! And I'm gonna have a question about Insect Glaive when we're out of this one. Cool, cool, cool. He's dead. Okay. Okay. So here's my question. I'll carve first. I know that Insect Glaive revolves around the collection of 3 different extracts, and that when you acquire all 3, you empower your combos. How? And it lasts for a while, so I don't need to do my big tornado right away because that will consume all 3 extracts. Is there like an indicator in the UI somewhere that lets me know how long I have until my extracts expire? Because I'd like to get a sense for like timing it, so I use the tornado just before they're gonna go away anyway. They start to flash. Okay, but there's not like a countdown or anything. It's the blinking. Okay. Oh, another person wants me to play AC6. I'm not really that into giant robots, which sounds like the fakest thing to say for like gay person obsessed with Evangelion. But that's an outlier. That's the exception to the rule. In general, and it's not that I dislike media that features like Big O or like Gundam or anything like that. It's not that I dislike it so much as I'm just like, oh, that's fine. I don't gravitate towards it. I don't feel the pull of its entropic field sucking me in. Although one of these days I really do need to watch at least the at least the early bits of Gundam that go through like Char's saga. I really do feel like from a media perspective I need to experience that. Voice acting is peak. Risings does so much damage. Well, yeah. I wanna use it when I have a safe opening, because initially we were using it immediately, but then the monster would reposition, so I want to make sure that I use it when it's like incapacitated, downed, stunned, asleep, that kind of thing. Only seen. Wish from Mercury is the newest one, right? I've heard that was fun. I heard that was a fun one. No, that's the newest one is like Gundam GCUX. Yeah. Okay, so I was on the right track. That's the new one. But Witch from Mercury came out before that, right? Bye, Handshake. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, yes. So I do have a little bit of the timeline, right? We have a cat named Midna. That'd make me so happy. Twilight Princess was such a good game. All right, let me do one more cuckoo, and then we'll see if we have enough stuff to craft whatever the craftable thing is. And then maybe we can do like some crown stuff. Yeah, we'll hang out. I'm waiting for a text from Mom Eunice. But until she lets me know that, because she needs my help with something. Until she lets me know that she's on her way home, we've got some time, so. She's Void Cat! I love that. Gundam is basically politics and robots. It sure is.
Be careful out there.
You would be surprised how many people would like to claim that it's not political, and in which case it's like, I don't think you paid any attention to this media you claim to enjoy. The same people would say this, like, I've seen people say that about Metal Gear Solid, and I'm just like, did you skip all the cutscenes? Are you illiterate? Like, can you not read? Do you not see or hear the game that you're playing? I'm toying with the idea of playing through Snake Eater again. when the remaster comes out in, I think, September. Every now and then I think about replaying 2. But I need to play 3 so I can play 4 and then 5 and then Rising Revengeance. That's what I really want to play. But people are like, you can't play Rising Revengeance until you've gotten a couple of the others under your belt because of the references. And I'm just like, ugh. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Exactly, Artemis. Yeah, I know. It's what their words say and what their words are conveying are two totally different things. Wait, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess never got a Switch release?
Good to have you.
Are you serious? Oh yeah, Dan, the worst people you know. Yeah, would claim. Metal Gear Solid is not political. Wait, so does that mean... So can you... Oh my god, I almost just knocked my water off my desk. So that means Wind Waker is only on the Wii and Twilight Princess is only... No way, they never gave Twilight Princess a re-release? That's crazy, that's one of the main lines, that's a big title! Wind Waker HD is on the Wii U. And that's part of why it's such a big deal with the Switch 2 bringing back GameCube. Oh, I'm on it again? It's so easy. It's effortless. It's effortless. I don't need to pay any attention at all. I'm just always on the monster. This is great. When they have to re-release it at some point, and when they do, I will be there. I would love to play an updated Twilight Princess. Such a good game. And I think that's probably my favorite Zelda design also. She's so regal and ethereal and serious in that game. There's a weight to her that some of the other titles don't have. The responsibility of ruling, of preventing calamity. Like, you can see how it weighs on her, and I think that's really powerful. Also, she's really tall and sexy, so... I forgot to eat in the hub.
Thanks.
Oh, I wasn't in focus mode, which is why I wasn't getting any stuff. I have 3, so... I might just try to pop a wound, because that might be easier. For right now, anyway. I mean, that's cool and all, Catridge, but I'm not aiming for optimal play. None of my play is optimal. I'm still learning the buttons. Any gameplay I'm getting is good. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not, for right now anyway, trying to do speedrun strats or anything like that. I'm still trying to do the tornado attack properly. Like, it's okay to suck at something. And man, this Kutku is taking me for all I'm worth. No, I refuse to heal. I refuse, I won't do it. Well, maybe we should actually. Okay, we're good. Thanks for the dust! Okay, cool, I got my stuff. Okay, he's moving around. I'm gonna try. Okay, they are flashing, so I should probably try to do the tornado now. Oh, he's gonna do his cuckoo stuff. So, it's gonna be... Oh, he's leaving. I think it's gonna wear off before we can get him again. Oh, that's a shame. At least we learning though. Any practice is good practice. That's not them flashing. Okay, so that kind of like light effect that they have now are normal. Okay. That sort of like flashing border. Okay, the outline is the triple buff indicator. I'm gonna assume that maybe like the numbers themselves start to flash. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, okay, okay. So that's gonna be focus mode. B. No, I didn't do it right. I lost them. Yeah, I think I missed my window. So I think I need to do it before they start to flash. Because it feels like when they do start to flash, there's not a lot of time there if I flub the buttons. And I am still in button flubbing mode, so... Okay, since, you know what? I'm just gonna do it now if he's down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I did it, but I think the camera cut to the monster as it was dying. Okay, so it's, you have to hold it for longer than you think, but then it's just a really easy 2B like button combo tap. Cool stuff.
This thing's a trove of new data.
We did it! I know, Swanky. I'm a professional button flubber. We'll get better. I hopefully. And then we'll flub the buttons all over again when we try a new weapon. Hunting Horn and Charge Blade are gonna be really tough, I think. Oh my god, did we have a fist user? The Akuma collab really made me want to experience Street Fighter. Made it look so fun. What was I supposed to say instead of fist user? Because the weapon are fists. Once you get into a groove with Charge Blade, it's so fun and satisfying. It's just spin. Against Zoe, it does nearly 1k damage. So what is the loop with Charge Blade? Because I know, like, guarding charges vials, and then when your vials are charged, you become a chainsaw. But the vials don't expire, so you're just a chainsaw forever? Question mark? Wounds on a monster is a good moment to do. Boyaki, that's helpful. I had been using focus strikes explicitly to replenish when I was out. It didn't occur to me that if I used the tornado on a wound, it would count towards breaking the wound and get, because it's into my head, it's like if it's not a focus strike, it doesn't count. Okay. So I can break a wound with the tornado. It doesn't have to just be the focus strike. Build files, charge shield. Get wounder perfect block. Become chainsaw. Lapis monster stuff. They expire, but not quick. Get pizza cutter and go to town.
Come on over.
No, I shouldn't try it. Whenever we talk about Charge Blade, I'm always like, I really like perfect blocks. What if we try? No. Let me get a little bit more insect glaive experience. Perhaps. The tornado does not replenish the extract, just the focus strike. But you can get them really quick. Okay, so use the tornado attack while a wound is already up, and then focus strike it immediately after. It's better for your uptime. Right, because then there's not a big gap between your empowered combos and your regular. Yes, it's clicking now. See, now we're talking about uptime. Now for the Final Fantasy XIV Raider, it's clicking. Let's see what we get. Oh, I do kind of. Let me see if I have any pretty insect glaives actually.
How can I serve?
Because maybe if I use a stronger one or a better one or a prettier one, I will feel more incentivized. Okay, Mizu's weapon is gorgeous. Big surprise there, right? That's actually really fun. That looks like the kind of staff I'd associate with like Wukong, which is funny because it's Blaganga, so I suppose that tracks. Why is it so wide? It's like I have a surfboard on my back. Why is it so big? I think the gore weapons are usually pretty cool. This one, maybe not the best. Gore Magala being wide. Wait, okay, so I know that gore was initially introduced in For You, right? So the weapons then between For You and Wilds, are they similar? Because I know, I think I asked before when we were hunting him, his theme is like the same, just like reperformed, maybe like cleaned up a little bit. They are the exact same design. I actually think that's so fun. What about Mizu's then? Are they the same way? Because this is not the first game that Mizutsune has been in. They carry the designs forward most of the time. Very rare that they change a weapon or... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. That means that all of you who know the dragon foot guy that we're getting for title update 2, not only do you know what that monster is, but you know exactly what that monster's loot is going to look like. You all know. You know. Oh, we know. Can't fucking wait. Okay, so the gear is the same, but sometimes armor changes. God, that's so exciting. I can't wait. No. Well. Actually, that's kind of cool, but it's not what I want. No. Anjana, no. No. We might have to make Mizutsune's. It's just pretty. Sharkon bone. Guardian Arkveld also pretty wide. I think I missed regular Arkveld. Yeah, I think we might need to make Mizu. I don't know if it would be particularly beneficial from... Oh. Bequeathed Testament is a hell of a weapon name. This looks really good. And then of course it's Zoe. Wow! Lullabrinas is gorgeous. You guys weren't kidding. I think Mizu is still my favorite, but this is definitely an honorary mention. Wait, is it just fucking fork at the end? It looks like it looks like the implement you used to remove escargot from the shell. That's so funny. Stick. Look at the fully upgraded version. Oh, I think we were on the fully upgraded version. Oh, that's cool. I actually didn't realize that some of the weapons would change in appearance between upgrades. That's really sick. Oh, do we not get... I don't... was there no... Oh, there's no bug stick. Those are the same. Yeah, I think we need to make Mizu. It's just so pretty. But layered armor is dropping with title update 2, right? Ugh, Gemini, I'm so jealous. That's my favorite bagel. I want a bagel now. I always kind of exist in a mood of wanting a bagel. No bugs under... Wait, I hadn't thought about that. That's really funny. Yeah. I think, although I've got plenty of Zoe stuff, if we feel like we just want... Nah, we'll do Mizu. Oh, I don't have required... What am I missing? Oh, you gotta make the previous weapon first. Alright.
Should I begin?
Watch this.
We'll make it. If I need to hunt some more Mizu, we'll hunt some more Mizu, but at least it'll be pretty. I know, Asnable, I can't wait for it to come out. Because I think that there's so much potential for glamours and layered armor if you're able to customize your weapon in that way. And that was something that I really noticed for the first time when we got to Jin. Like, obviously, Mizutsune's... We'll put this on primary. And then maybe we'll upgrade our bug also. Mizutsune's weapons were so beautiful. Like, objectively, really aesthetically pleasing. They have a theme, and they all uplift it. But it wasn't until we fought... Ha! Corey, thank you so much for the super chat! Early monster weapons change at max upgrade. The rest will change in master rank. Ooh. Check Lala SNS. Sorry, Mochi. He walked his ass down the hallway, sat right in front of my door, and then just started really noisily licking his foot. It's like, can you... Why do I need to know that you're up to that? SNS is another weapon that I've tried and I'm familiar with, but I could really stand to get more comfortable with it. There's a versatility to SNS that I don't think any other weapon has. Makes it really fun to play. But what was I talking about? Jin! It wasn't until we fought Jin in high rank and saw Jin's weapons that I realized that weapons could be art. There is so much to the architecture and design and the flow of Jin's weapon that feel legitimately like art installations. They're gorgeous. And it's not just on theme in the way that Mizu's weapons are, but it's the... Diva!
Another satisfied customer.
I should eat after this too. I'm so happy. We'll listen to her, of course. And then I'll check and see what the event stuff is. Sorry, I got distracted. The Vespoid hunting horn is a flower that blooms as you upgrade it? What? Baklava, thank you. I love seeing people's animals on Discord. Paige, I can't. She makes me so happy. I never want to miss her. I had idly considered cosplaying the diva to Anime Expo. I decided against it, but it was a hard call. Stream is good. I'm surviving. I'm distracted by diva. We're so back. I'm just so glad the game is running now. I was worried I would have to downgrade my drivers, but it looks like the update that they pushed a couple of days ago fixed the problem. So. So, Artemis, it's interesting. Last Friday when we streamed and Monster Hunter was crashing, so we switched to Oblivion. There was a section of chord progression in the Oblivion theme, and I was like, I feel like I've heard this before. It's my favorite part of the song. When people were like, yeah, it's a very similar rising chord as the Divas song. And I was like, no, that's not it. And then on Discord, someone posted a video highlighting that sequence. And yes, it's very similar, but no, that's not what I was thinking of. There's a sequence in the Oblivion theme that beat for beat echoes like a 3-note progression in Tomorrow and Tomorrow from Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. And that's what I was hearing. I was hearing, may all of the dark lost inside of you find light again. And I was just like, oh, getting real emotional and choked up. Hey, Fox, what's going on? So excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the new song that she gets for summer, because I loved the song that we got for spring, but I still prefer the original. And it's really fun for me from a design perspective, because we've been introduced to the Grand Hub as a place of prayer, right? And what the diva is doing when she sings is it's prayer. It's not just performance. This is a religious experience for her. It could be an act of worship. And I think that although we don't have translations for what she's singing in Wyverian, we can make potentially some educated guesses based on how the song sounds. And to me, the default song that we get is one of like triumph in the face of adversity. And then when we got for spring was like, it was so peaceful. There was a serenity there that it didn't have. And I'm hoping that summer is like a little bit more playful, a little bit more whimsical. I think it could be really fun to get like that, an energy release in that way. I don't think we got translations, not official ones. If we have, I have not seen them. Final Fantasy games that make you cry. There's an Endwalker. Endwalker's gonna destroy me. They're gonna absolutely destroy me. I saw someone who was like,
oh, yeah, I know what this song says, because I fed it into ChatGPT, and it gave me
an answer, and I was like, I don't think that's how that works, and I'm not gonna trust it, actually. So until Capcom gives us a translation, I think I will regard anything generated by AI with a healthy dose of skepticism. Yeah. Did I see the weapon design contest? I'm familiar with it. I won't be entering, unfortunately. It's been so long since I've been able to create any meaningful art. Gemini, I am obsessed with your hair. It's like Frodo, but make it sexy. I like this Hobbit core outfit. I'm feeling it. I used to have a mullet and I miss it real bad sometimes, so. All right, let me, in the lull between first and second performance, let me upgrade my bug. And then we'll look at whatever we got from the event. Okay, so these are the regular ones. So if I wanna... Oh! Okay, so this Kinsect has grown to full size. Okay, so Heaven's Door. Can the Kinsects... Like, do they max out level-wise at 4? Because it doesn't look like I can upgrade this one anymore. Which means it would just be other bugs. Oh, then we're going to use the moth forever, because she's my favorite. I love that. Probably more in master rank. For now. For now. 4 is the limit. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my break here. When we come back, let's look at the event stuff that we are going to be able to craft. And then maybe we do a couple of high rank hunts. I think I've got the time for it. Oh, I just got my text from Momunist. Oh, no. Oh, no. It was 30 minutes ago. I'm on my way home. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I will still squeeze us in an extra, like, 20 minutes of hunts. She can wait little a time. Okay. Enjoy the music, and I'll be back in a hot second. Hey everyone, thanks for your patience. We're back. All right, let's see.
My hammer is yours anytime.
Thank you, Legend. I really like him. I would love if eventually they would patch in maybe like some passive conversations between him and Gemma that we could eavesdrop on, because I would love to see some depth in their relationship. Like, I think some people have mentioned that Legend was originally introduced in like Monster Hunter Dose and is potentially the smith who instructed the blacksmith that Little Miss Forge was learning from in For You. So I would just love to see some banter between them. I would love to see their relationship blossom a little bit more, since it seems like they already have like a shared point of connection. And also I just like them. I just like Gemma. I just like Legend. I just want to know more. I just want to see more. Okay. She's going again, but we already have the buff. Oh, it feels we'll listen one more time. We'll talk for a couple more minutes while she sings. It'll be a nice. I don't want to look at the new stuff and scream and yell about it while Diva is doing her thing on the stage. It feels, she is not real, but it feels disrespectful somehow. Like, it just feels inconsiderate. So. Also, I think I saw a couple of people in chat talking about Dawn Trail. I am not at Dawn Trail yet, but my perspective currently is that in the same way that A Realm Reborn is just kind of meh, I think the first chapter of any story that will span 4 to 5 expansions over a decade is probably gonna start kind of meh, but I have faith that the story will get better, the experience will improve. Maybe I'm just eternally optimistic, but that's my hope anyway. Am I excited for title update 2? Nazak, unbelievably. Would you guys laugh at me? You might laugh at me, actually. I have been thinking about ways to mark the arrival of title update 2, because obviously it's like we're gonna stream it, and if they give me a trailer, I'm gonna react to it. And I swear to God, yesterday I was like, I should buy a party hat and like one of those fucking like noise makers, the ones that are like curled up and you blow them and they like make a sound and shoot out. I was like, and I should wear that for title update 2 dropping. It'll be like my fucking birthday. Like, I'm so excited. Title update 2 party. I can't wait. I can't wait for this monster. There has been so much energy and momentum in the community about this monster. And maybe I just wasn't as attuned to it for title update 1. But I don't remember sensing this level of anticipation for Mizutsune. Which isn't meant to be a criticism of Mizutsune, but there just seems to be something really special about whatever this dragon foot guy monster is. And I can't wait to know. I can't wait to learn. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so awesome. Probably because it's been longer. Mizu was in Rise. So Rise would have been in descending order, working backwards, it would have been Wilds, World, Rise, For You. Yeah? World, Rise. Yes! Yes! I was right! Okay. Stats are boosted. Let me get some food. We'll eat for free. Well, we'll hopefully eat for free. I don't suppose anybody wants to give me food. No, I don't. Is the support ship here? Well, I'm gonna look really quickly, actually. Hang on. I don't think it actually sells anything I can benefit from anymore. But Santiago and me, we're pals. Oh yeah.
I'll get ready to.
I can't not visit him when he comes into town. He's not here. All right, never mind. We'll just go back to the hub. Okay, so we haven't completed any of these.
Every meow and again.
Every meow and again. Oh,
what can I do for
something that we'll probably do next Friday. Which people suspect the 26th might be trailer of Title Update 2 and Title Update 2 same day. I wrote down a couple of endemic life that we still need to track down. So at some point we need to do a fishing and an endemic life stream.
Right.
No, I love you, Alma, but that's not what I want right now. We gotta go back to the hub. Hub. And then I'll eat and we'll look at the new event stuff. And then let's do some hunts. Yeah, let's do some hard hunts. And I'll put on dual blades so I can be useful. Or greatsword maybe? Sure. I didn't realize the game would tell you if you were in a lobby with people in the Grand Hub what someone's bowling score was. That was sick! Keed, congrats on your score. Big number. Also, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. No idea you streamed on Twitch. I've only seen... Yes! So we actually, this is something that I need to look at quality-wise. Twitch has always been our main hub. So the way that OBS is set up, we stream on Twitch and then push it to YouTube. But I might need to reverse that, and that might give us better quality. I don't think anything would change for the user experience whatsoever, except you might get like a slightly better bitrate. But it's on my to-do list to look. And we did make it into the 2K beta, but I haven't had a chance to set that up. We got in last week, and I was supposed to set it up for today. And then this week, y'all, was just not good, and I didn't get around to it. So this week instead, I was trying not to stress about it, but I was really stressed. Nazax, you found me through. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I can't believe the amount of people who have found us through YouTube, especially since like the number of people who used to find us through YouTube was 0. And ever since Monster Hunter, it has skyrocketed. And quite frankly, a really unbelievable way. But we've met so many cool people, and the Monster Hunter community has been legitimately really fun to be a part of. There's always gonna be like some vocal naysayers, but I've found, at least the way that I've curated my experience, they've been a minority, which is pleasant for me. I'm just here to have a good time. It's a fun game, and I like to play it, and I like palicos, and I wish they were real. I wish Mochi was 3 times as big and could walk upright and talk to me. I think that'd be the coolest thing. Anyway. No free food?! This sucks. I can't even get a free meal from Grandma's house. Well, let's do... Ooh. Well, if we're gonna do some tough hunts, let's do insurance and Moxie. And we'll do the pick a meal voucher. A lot of Monster Hunter fans are watching Recon streams only on YouTube. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that creator. Mochi caught you as God. I'm just so glad it wasn't a scene of carnage and viscera. It could have been so much worse, but I guess he just decided he wanted a friend. He brought a friend inside. And just like No injuries to the lizard at all, except perhaps to his pride and dignity being handled around in a cat's mouth. I don't know. My foul, disgusting creature whom I adore. I just think he's the best. What are we hunting? Great question. Let me see what the event stuff is, and then I'm kind of feeling crowns maybe, if anybody has any spare crowns saved. We'll probably go for another like 20-30 minutes, I think. So I don't want to do anything too involved. But if I just try to grind out Hunter 3s, I'll probably feel like real jittery. So I want to get something done. 8. Wait, do we actually have 8-star Gormizu? Fox, do you actually have that saved? Well, I got Moxie and insurance. So, like, how bad could it be? First of all, hang on. Let me look at my stuff. I need coins. Okay. There's also an event quest, not an event quest, an arena quest for Rathian that I haven't done that may also give us some unique layered outfits. So I need to look at that at some point too. The grind never stops. I'll be playing this game forever. Good. That's exactly what I want, actually. How much do I want to suffer? Trick question. That's my secret, chat. I'm always suffering. Basic arena quests have amazing clothes. We should do it. I should at least do one, because I know there's rewards based on how quickly you can complete the task, but I don't think the armor is locked behind a certain completion ranking. So I think even if we do it and it takes us like 10 minutes, we'll still be able to get the coin to see the outfit. We should fucking do that. We should do that. No, no! I just heard the collective cheer of hundreds of thousands of furries. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. I bet if we're gonna craft this, obviously. I bet if I went in and tinkered with the color palette, we could actually invert it. So instead of cream fur and then dark nose, we could invert it. Could actually look like Mochi. There could be two of us. Tucci. Chromeowness. No! I can be Mochi. Wait, the pupils move? Oh my god, we just blinked. Oh, that's not a mask. That's our face. We have a cat head. Oh. That's just our face. Well, I don't know if we'll ever wear this, but you know we're gonna craft it, so.
Watch this.
Lend me a hand.
Yes, sir.
I need to see what this looks like on the mannequin. I can only imagine Legend crafting this, thinking to himself, "What the fuck?" Just like trying not to judge, but he's an old man, so you know how he feels about it. Oh my god! I won't equip it,
Can I proceed?
but this
Watch
is funny.
this.
Lend me a hand.
Yes, sir.
The first couple of times we streamed Monster Hunter Wilds, and we went through the cutscene for crafting.
Right.
It took me longer than I am comfortable admitting to realize that mannequin is a dress form. Because the first, 4 or 5 times I saw it, I thought that was a fucking guy in a black Zentai suit. They was just standing around to model the clothes. And every time it showed me that, I'd get a jump scare. It would freak me out. I thought it was a fucking guy. Literally, lend me a hand. Gemma, this is some weird fucking shit, man. I'm not doing this by myself. Pay to stand there. Listen, in this economy, a job is a job. We won't equip it, though. I think we're good on everything else. Wait, what would we have... Because this was from the last event, and that I snuck in just before it expired on Discord. That night, my game kept crashing every other hunt. So what did we get from the Kutku thing? Oh, Akuma. Okay, so I still need to craft Akuma. Palico gear.
Another sight.
Let me do for you. That'll be Palico equipment.
How can I serve?
I don't know if I'm gonna make Blanca-chan. Blanca-chan kind of scares me. A creature. No way. No way! Oh my god. It's called the Wud Spiky Pokey. Oh, wretched goblin. Horrid beast. Oh no. Why is he naked? Give him pants! Are they calling him wacky because he doesn't have any clothes on? A convincing Wud costume. You us look good, just like happy. Same lookings, big same, nice, good. Spiny fruit lashed to a stick. Spiky pokey, stabby jabby, spell big tasty, yummy. Do you think I can make all of these right now? Dude, I cannot get over the naked Wud. That's why I won't put any of I think we can craft like a vest from Suja for Mochi, and I won't put it on him because it looks like he's fucking Winnie the Poohing it, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I need one more Wud treasure. Fluffsome, fuzzly, a feel most splendiferous. Soft, fuzzy, furry, warm. That's exactly what I sound like talking about Mochi, by the way. Just this absolutely fucking lobotomized manner of speech. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We'll start with the weapon.
Lend me a hand.
And then we'll wish list what we can't make. And then let me make sure there isn't any other cat stuff hanging around.
This is great.
Yeah, do you think so? I do. I need way more Wud treasure. Oh no. We might have to make the naked one then. I like being able to see their faces. So the fact that the hood covers his eyes makes me sad.
Should I begin?
Oh, no, we're not crafting them individually. Well, we might be okay then.
Ah,
Ah, I do need one more. Okay, well, we'll put this on our wish list for sure. Yeah. And I guess I'll put Blanca on my wish list. I'll make it, but I don't think we'll ever wear it. And then I don't think we have anything else that's new. Boyaki, I don't think we can mix and match bits with the Wud because it looks like it's a full set. Yeah, so we can't do like just the head and then tentacle stuff from New Udra. It's all or nothing, it seems. Yeah, it's a full layered set. They go together. But that, I'm sure that's why, because that would be so scary. Fucking the Rompopolo brain is already bad enough. There's one other, actually, that I think is so awful. I think I just didn't even make it because I was like, this sucks and I'll never put it on and I hate it. It's the Rompopolo brain. Yeah, didn't make it because I hate it. And I think there's one other that I'm just like, this is scary. Well, this we didn't make, but we should.
watch this.
Nah, Vixen, I'm looking. Thank you for keeping our limit in mind, though. Yeah, no, absolutely no Rompopolo in this stream. I thought there was one more. Oh, it could have been Ardian, actually. Yeah, putting him in the fucking contraption. Let him out! Like a ballistic missile. I hate it. Okay, that's so funny. Okay. So I need one more Wud treasure. Can I just get that by doing the Kutku quest one more time?
Another satisfied customer.
I'm pretty sure.
Got everything.
Yes. Okay. I want to see what investigations I have saved. Because I was pretty sure I had a crown. I thought I saved a tiny crown gore. Heaven's Door, how do I tell? Will the crown icon actually show up if I did? Also, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. You have to be in the quest. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this one then, because this is the only gore that I've saved. Fuck it. I'm gonna check. And then if anyone else has any, if you need, if this is a crown and you need it. I guess I'll check first actually. Have I gone against the feared 8-star gore? Not yet. Okay, you had the tiny crown gore. Okay. Well, maybe this is a regular gore. I'll try it on Insect Glaive then. Yeah. That could be a good warm-up. Might be a little overly ambitious. But we'll throw ourselves into the deep end. Yeah. Well, the fire is hot, so we'll have to put it out. I have not done 8-star gore yet, but someone in chat has an 8-star gore and Mizu double hunt. And I kind of want to try that if I throw on dual blades, I'm not gonna lie. I think that could be really fun. So that might be how we capstone stream. I think we've got time for like 3 or 4 hunts before I have to wrap it up, depending on how quick these go. So we'll see. Wolf 2. Wolf 2 is a force to be reckoned with. Wolf 2 is like the only reason we didn't just straight up cancel stream today. I was feeling so defeated by all of the technical issues we were having. And I was like, that's it. Like my energy is going to be off because I'm frustrated. Calicopocalypse, that's such a good username. Thank you so much for subscribing. 8-star grabbed my whole squad cart at the same time. Palico, what move was it? It got you all? Okay, we lagged, but we're here. And I was so defeated. I was like, I can't fucking fix it. I can't fucking fix it. It's broken. I'm just gonna have to cancel stream. And then the despair turned to spite and anger. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, OBS. We're gonna stream. We're gonna do it. I'm also gonna creep on him with the binoculars. I wanna Are you a crown? Aha! He is! Okay, silver crown gore. Let's go. It does feel weird to use the insect glaive in a fight like this. Oh, cool. Okay, so I got all my stuff. And now I'm just empowered. And then I'll want to use the tornado before it expires. I hate 8-star Gormagala. I can't beat him in under 30 minutes. Is that solo or with a party? I had 8-star Mizu tail slam into a triple card instantly. No way! Did it just catch everyone you were playing with? Also, thank you so much for subscribing, Daruka. Welcome in. I appreciate you starting that hype train. Okay, no flashing yet, so we're good for right now. Sharpness looks... I love the way Gorm moves. Yes! Feelers! Okay. He looks like he might... Okay, he's mounted. If he's mounted, then he'll probably hang out in this one spot for a while. I feel like doing 8-star gore would be like nigh impossible to do with the SOS quest. I feel like that would be so difficult if you weren't coordinating with other people. Like a party of folks you knew you could trust. Okay, I'm gonna try for tornado. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, so that's gonna be focus mode, B, charge. I'm not sure. Oh, I fucking lost them. Man, okay. I just need to do it faster then. Especially while I'm still becoming comfortable with the button inputs. I actually love watching the insect blade users fly around. Okay, so I'm back with all three. I'm gonna see if I can buy myself a little bit of time before I have to use it. Yeah, it could be cool if we ended on 8-star, just to experience it. Like, regardless of whether or not the hunt was actually successful. Especially since I've been away from the game for so long, I'm not going to be playing at my best, even if I do use the weapon I'm most familiar with. But it could be a real neat experience. Give us something to practice, look forward to next time, even if we don't get him today. Wow, I really do not like Gore's face being that close to my body. Okay, so... Tornado, tornado, tornado? No, I fucked it again. I wasn't in focus mode. Shoot. Oh, he leaving. He coming back? He chilling. Whoop! I've never seen him dive straight down the floor. Okay. Gore said, bye. I must go. The depths need me. I need one more. I need to be in focus, right? Yep, good. Or focus mode, rather. I think I need to hit his head. I think that's where we get one from. I know it'll tell me if I like hover over it, but I kind of want to try to get a more intuitive understanding. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. The disrespect. Gore said, get the fuck out of my house. Okay, we're good. We're heading back. Okay, I'm just gonna try it, I think, so. Hold. B, tornado? Haha! Yes! Okay, so I was just doing it too slowly in between the expiration window. Okay. Is that me? You can mount him in mid-air? I need a cigarette. That was awesome. I'm gonna try to break that last one too. we got the tail? Oh, it's a tiny little tail he's got. I didn't even notice. His wings were blocking my field of vision so bad. We should sharpen. And then since he's down, I'm gonna try to do... And then, depending on the parts that we hit with the tornado, we do get extracts back. Okay, okay. Now, this is the kind of combat loop I was trying to understand when we played the first time. It's coming together. Yep, it's starting to click. Are we there yet? Not even close, but we have made progress, which I think is worth recognizing. That's legitimately probably one of my favorite parts about Gore's design. The wing hands. I think that, oh, he's asleep. Oh, he tired. Look at
I set a bomb.
his little baby
Bomb
face. Oh, he's so tired. Wait, I also have bombs. Hang on. Fuck, I put my large bombs away. Okay, I've got these bombs. They're not as big as everyone else's bombs, but like anything's helpful, I guess. He's so tired. It feels so bad blowing him up when he sleeps. But the wing hands are one of my favorite parts of his design, because there's only one other monster in this game that has a design element like that. And that's Zoshia. And I think that's very interesting. I think that's just very interesting. Fighting bigger monsters with Insect Glaive is awesome because I can just parkour off of them. I'm just bouncing. I'm a pogo stick. Okay, I did lose my extracts there, but that's okay. Got him!
This thing's a trove of new data.
I do think I want to try 8-star. Yeah. Let me switch to dual blades, though. Does anybody have one saved? Does anyone have one saved that they wouldn't mind failing? Because I think we need to acknowledge that that is a very real possibility. It's been a while since I've played. I'm rusty. My response timing is probably not going to be super great. My damage output may be a little compromised. But if someone is willing to take one for the team... I have like 6 8-stars. Never beat it once. It's posted. I'm joining. Hopefully I won't be too much of an anchor or albatross around your necks, right? IG was always better against large monsters in Wilds. The difference is legitimately, I'm trying to remember what monsters we were practicing against, but it felt really difficult to gauge the distance that I needed to clear with the jump in order to hit him and like pogo effectively. I was constantly jumping over the monster, like not reaching it in time. But with Gore, I felt like I was able to land those hits more frequently, probably because he just takes up more fucking space. But just a 7-star. 7 is still respectable, but I want to try the large lead. Yeah, let me experience it. Give me just a taste. HR 184. We got a ways to go. It broke 2 parts. Sky Crisis was mounted twice. Let's go. I would be afraid to hunt Raydao with Insect Glaive. Just because I feel like I feel like the likelihood that Raydao says fuck you die is higher than Gore's, but maybe that's just because I'm used to AT Raydao now and I don't know how he handles normally anymore. I'm gonna put dual blades on to try and I'm gonna need all the advantages I can get. Let's use... This is probably good, and then we'll switch out our weapon. No, this is what we want, I think. Well, yeah. Loadout 12. And then let me do my... I think I've got drugs. Let me take some drugs. To the FBI agent who lives in my webcam, I am legally required to tell you that was a joke. Where's my items? And then loadout, and I think it's loadout 5, which will give me my big bombs and my juice. Yeah, I would never break the law, Mr. FBI man. Agent Webcam could never be me. Give me a second. And I'll take these now. I've got, yeah, my demon drug and my dash juice. Cool stuff. And then we'll switch back around to... We'll let the mantle hang out, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to put it on. Whoops. All right, let's see. This'll be nasty. 8-star. 8-star gore, 5-star aggression. This'll be... Oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be to get my ass blasted by a creature that's from beyond the stars that spreads frenzy. Like, this is... I don't know if it'll go well, but I've got Moxie, I've got insurance, I took 2 different varieties of performance-enhancing drugs. All we can do is hope for the best now. I do have a squad, Angel. That is the code for that is posted for subs on Discord. But because there's a limit as to how large the squad can be, membership rotates in and out. So every like couple of days, I check the member list, and if someone has been inactive for like more than a week, I kick them out and then bring new people in. But it's constantly cycling, so it's like. If you're removed, it's never personal. You were just inactive, and you can apply again. Boyaki, the game booted you out? Oh no!
Good to have you.
I'm just gonna... You know what? Let's put Cleanser on, just in case. I don't actually think you can use Cleanser for Frenzy. Actually, I think you need Anti-Vibes.
I gathered some material.
That is not Gormagala. I was like, is he standing upright? Not Gore. Hirabami. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm gonna put my ghillie mantle back on and creep on him while I wait for people to show up. God, he's so otherworldly. I love this monster. And Gore is blind, right? So does Gore... I'm pretty sure Gore senses through frenzy particles and also maybe through hearing. All right, let's hope for the best. Oh, he hurts. Wow, we want that's a big lad. Okay, good mount. Yeah, wasn't expecting to watch 75% of my health disappear in a single hit. Dude, stop wiggling your giant dragon feet around. Sorry, we already got a wound. Now, if I were him, I'd be pissed off, and he is, so. Feelers out. Good shot. I cannot believe I perfect dodged that just before my stamina ran out. Yo, that felt so good. Okay, yeah, that'll hit. Don't hurt me, Mr. Magala. Ah, that's right, Frenzy explodes on a delay. Great trap. I'm gonna need to sharpen pretty soon, I think. We'll sharpen when he gets up. I don't want to miss this opportunity. Cool stuff. Yeah, Hunting Horn is doing some serious work here between the buffs and the heals. No, no, no! I was hoping for it. I was like, do your big wing slam. Daddy needs a perfect dodge. Okay, so even if you're behind him. That lunge can and will get you. There was lethal intent in his heart when he tried to strike me with that foot. regardless of how the hunt ends, we've done much better than I expected, so. And definitely shout out to the squad mates for all of their incredible heals. He's leaving. All right, great time to sharpen. And we'll let the bird take us there.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
Everyone's doing so well! Gemini, your dudes are insane! Oh, I didn't realize. He's tempered. This is a tempered 8-star. Oh my god. No skull on the map yet, and he's only left once.
We can give it more supplies. Protect your secrets count.
Even the way he hangs in the air, the way all of his limbs just droop forward, it's so ghost-like. He's so eerie. I want to see if I can get his chest. Hey, gimme. Cool. I need to sharpen. Oh, I'm stuck on his foot. I'm just gonna. Or be cool for a second. Thanks, man. Yeah, 8-star gore is no joke. This fight would feel Sisyphean if it weren't for the hunting horn. Yeah, I think. I always knew that hunting horn users were beloved in parties. That's gonna hit me. Oh, just kidding, I'm a god! But I never really realized just how effective they are in high play content until like right now. The amount of times, me specifically, but like others would have carded if it weren't for hunting horn and wide range, nutty stuff. We still don't have a skull on the board. Eight-star gore is a fucking rock. I've never seen that. I didn't know he could do that. I thought he was just like jumping around. I was like, that's funny. He's a silly little monster. No! He just broke every bone in my body. I need to sharpen. Does he have a wound in his mouth? Sure did. I just perfect dodge frenzy twice in a row and I think that fucking saved my life. Oh, mama! Okay, I've got a stamina cap that I'm gonna need to refresh. Still no skull. Also, it looks like I'm gonna do something really risky. And I'm gonna tab out of the game to delay the incoming ad break, and I was kept alive! Let's go! I can't believe he hasn't moved again. Gore, aren't you tired? I need a ration. Okay, he's shambling. Oh, hang on. Fuck, a bunch of things just went wrong. Okay, we're good. Where's that tail? Oh, I don't even see it. Ah, that's okay.
Bomb set. I set a bomb.
Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry, everyone. Place your bombs. I'll be there momentarily. Look, Mom, no, and it's risky. It doesn't always pay off for me.
I set a bomb.
Like, I remembered seeing... Hang on, I've got some bombs as well, actually. Hold on. Where are my big ones? Yeah.
Bomb set.
Big bomb!
I set a bomb.
Big bomb! And the hunt resumes. We've got a skull. Fat slam gore, I did not like it. I can't believe we actually did that.
This thing's a trove of new data.
Y'all, the members of my party were amazing. Gemini especially, you kept my sad ass alive through so many combos that should have ended my life. You were an IV bag inserted forcibly into my vein. You were performing acts of necromancy. That was incredible. And we had 2 SNS users. The aggro that you guys were keeping allowed me to do so many stupid things. This was so good. Just the composition and the completely unspoken coordination and teamwork. You were all incredible. And Hans and Felix, everyone was I actually can't believe we were able to pull it off in 20 minutes because it felt like so much longer. That was and there were no pauses. It was just dealing damage, getting out of the way, getting hit constantly. There was no pause. Ooh, and I got a thing. Yay! Hunter symbol 3. I only need like 1,000 more of those. Let's go. I mean, it's a totally respectable hunt time. But it felt like so much longer just because of the constant concentration that was required. Like, you had to stay focused for the whole time. That was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for letting me experience 8-star gore. That was rad. That was so, so cool. Sneak attacks? Felix, all of the messages you sent. 278 times Gemini buffed and healed the party. I hit a weak point once. My God. It's times like these. So Final Fantasy XIV has a mod that you can install that lets you see how much damage and healing the members of your party are actually outputting. And it can be used to be rude, but I like it as a useful frame of reference for what my performance should be. Like getting a sense for whether or not I am as optimized and effective in the party as I think that I am. And if I'm not, identifying areas where I can improve. And in a hunt like this, I actually would kind of like to see that raw data, right? How much damage was I really performing? How much damage did I take? Was I useful? Was I competent? I would love to see that just in numbers form. I think that could be so helpful. Yeah, and I'm sure people would use it to be mean to other people, but I would just like to use it as a litmus test for identifying areas where I could improve or be more observant. Yeah, thanks, that helped. That was phenomenal. So I have to know, HP-wise, damage-wise, is 8-star gore the most challenging encounter in the game right now? Is it still Zoshia? Is it Mizu? Does 8-star Mizu pose more of a threat? Like, how does that shake out? There is. RC, I would love to see that. Yeah, I would love to see that. See, Catacombs, for me, it would be helpful to see others, just to get a sense for where I'm stacking up. Although I suppose that based on the way different weapon classes have different raw base damage values, maybe it wouldn't be as helpful as I think it would be. But 8-star gore is the top for HP and damage. More than Zoe, the most health in the game. I feel that if you're dealing damage and not dying, you are contributing. Yes, but I was only not dying because the rest of the people in my party were working witchcraft. So, wow. Wait. I thought that 8-star Gore was the only 8-star monster in the game. You're telling me Jin has an 8-star variety. The monster that I love and am not normal about. The monster whose fan club I am the president of has an 8-star variant. How about that? That's tasty. That's delicious. What a snackable little morsel of information that is. Ooh. Oh yeah. Gonna be chewing on that one. I think we're gonna have to do 8-star Jin. Not now. Unfortunately, there's Mika the cat. Hi, Panda. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. I love this kitty. Look at this kitty. I've really enjoyed getting to recognize people, like, first, based on their cat's names. Like, obviously, I see the names of people in the community, and I know them. But some of you, I know your cats first. And I'm always like, oh, there's Mika's owner. It's really funny. And Tuna, all the Apexes plus Gore. That makes me sad that Zoe doesn't have an 8-star variant yet. But I'm sure we're gonna see him arch-tempered, and he's gonna be an absolute motherfucker. Okay. I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be done with video hell. I'm happy that we were able to get, hey, Duranjo, you're looking fly in the background. I see you. I'm really happy that we got to hang out today, even though stream was off to a really rocky start. This is unfortunately where we should call it for today. But now that I'm no longer in video hell, and there are no more secret video hells to be discovered like there was this week, we'll actually be able to do some more gaming and stuff. And I've missed you guys. And then we got title update 2 next week. I can't believe I gotta buy streamers and like a birthday hat. We gotta make it a whole thing. I'm really excited. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for more Expedition 33. I suspect I will probably want to continue filling out the Fog of War to get an idea for things that we could discover, side content we could do before we progress the main story. Verso and I have a strictly business relationship at the moment. We look at each other and we nod. Maybe he does something and I shake his hand, but that's kind of the extent. I still need to warm up a little bit. So, but thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you on Discord and I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your days, everybody. Happy Friday. Jin hunting horn in the background. Best way to end the stream. There we go. Okay, I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.